Hi everyone, my name is Roque. Today I will introduce you to the Unit 9 of the book TKT called Motivation. Let's begin. The motivation is the main topic of this unit. But what is motivation? Motivation is the thoughts and feelings which makes us want to and continue to want to do something and which turns our wishes into actions. The motivation have different influences. For example, why people decide to do something, how long they keep waiting to do it, and how they work to achieve it. Motivation is very important to language learning, and it's one of the key factors that help make language learning successful. They exist a key concept. For example, there are several factors, things that influence, which can influence motivation. One of them is that many people want to learn a language because it can help them to achieve practical things such as finding a better job, getting into a course or student, etc. There are also different interests why people want to learn English. For example, they want to learn to encourage with classroom arts and literature. They want to learn to access everyday media and entertainment. For example, Japanese for manga, English for celebrities. And the third reason some of people want to learn a language is they want to live in a target culture. For example, mastering language for custom in daily life when migrating. Okay? But in this case, motivation, there exists so many concepts. I will introduce you to one of them. There in motivation exists something called the success cycle. What is it? Okay? The power of feeling good. If we feel good while we're learning, we will want to learn more. Okay? Small wins fuel bigger goals. So that's why exists three concepts. The first one, confidence. We want to believe in ourselves. That's why I can do this. Could be a very good thing who could influence your motivation. For example, we can gain confidence when we have a first fluent conversation. Okay? The next part, autonomy. We could control our learning, and that could help us in our motivation. We can choose our personal topics to our language learning. And the third one, achievement. We could celebrate milestone. For example, as we saw in this part, small wins fuel bigger goals. That's why, for example, we could gain to achievement if we are cracking a grammar rule or something like that. So, in summary, the loop, we need to try. And if we try, we may succeed and we will feel proof. And that's why make it or repeat for us or language learning. If we're capable, we create more. Okay? Of course, there exist external influences for motivation. I will present three of them. Many people want to live in a country or family or go to school while learning a foreign language is highly valued and much encouraged. This helps us to realize the importance of a foreign language and give us emotional support as we learn. Some of the people may have friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, business partners who speak another language and they want to improve their relationship with them. So there's a strong motivation to learn a language. And the third one, some of the people want to learn about the learning process. Some of them want to learn a foreign language because they simply enjoy the process. They like the teacher they have, how they teach us, the classroom activities, the courses book, or maybe the topics the class deal. Okay? We need to understand there are different kinds of motivation. Some of our students may have strong motivation, some of them mixture of kinds, or some other students may not have any motivation or they are dismotivated. So we need to be realistic. Motivation can change too. A learner, for example, might be quiet, interested in learning a particular language, for in this example, English. Then they meet a teacher who helped them love learning the language. So Motivation can change with the age. Okay, and there are some key points that can help a teacher to gain motivation to their students. I mentioned 6 of them. The first one, set up several speaking language learning goals. For the learners. We could encourage the learners to set goals and work toward them. And a teacher can do a needs analysis of the learners' goals and needs. Also, the teacher can make learners familiar with the culture background of the language they're learning. They could also invite native speakers for some classes and find big friends for our learners. We need to adapt motivation strategy. Okay, what does that even mean? Okay, to learn something, in this case for each language, there exists a different strategy. Okay, so a teacher can use a variety of them. So for example, with young learners, it could be very helpful to give positive feedback has bring example of the culture in the classroom, for example, the US culture or the UK culture. Some classes may love games and competitions while others may react violently to them. As we can see in the picture, there's a couple of kids playing a game together while they're learning. The teacher can choose from the list of strategies for motivating students that are likely to work best for the learners in their learning context. Okay? So, in summary, motivation is thoughts and feelings which make us to want to do something. In this case, learning a new language. Okay? And there are 3 key concepts that can help us to understand what the motivation is: confidence, autonomy, and achievement. Okay? Well, guys, that's all. Thank you so much for seeing this presentation. And remember, we need to do our activities on the last page of the book, of the Unit 9. I hope this presentation will help you to do this. Okay? Well, take care, have a nice weekend, and goodbye.